Welcome back to our channel. Today we dive into the latest market movements, as all eyes are on Fed Chair Jerome Powell, who is set to speak later today. Investors are eagerly awaiting his comments to gauge the central bank's stance on interest rates amid rising inflation concerns. As Powell prepares to address the nation, the economic landscape shows mixed signals. The October Consumer Price Index revealed a rise to 2.6%, with the core CPI climbing to 3.3%. These figures are above the Fed's 2% target, making Powell's speech all the more crucial. In the backdrop of Powell's anticipated speech, U.S. stock futures have shown positive momentum. By early morning, the Dow futures rose by 150 points, reflecting optimism ahead of key employment data set to be released later this week. The upcoming ADP private payrolls report is particularly noteworthy, as it could set the tone for Friday's non-farm payrolls data. Analysts are hopeful for a strong reading, indicating resilience in the labor market despite broader economic uncertainties. Turning our attention to corporate news, Salesforce has made headlines with an impressive third-quarter performance. The cloud software giant reported revenue of $9.44 billion, surpassing analyst expectations and driving its stock price up over 10% in pre-market trading. Salesforce's success comes as it raises its fiscal year revenue forecast, reflecting strong demand for its enterprise cloud services. This positive outlook has prompted analysts, including Jefferies, to raise their price target for the stock, reinforcing confidence in its growth trajectory. However, concerns linger around potential slowing improvements in profit margins. Investors are keen to monitor how Salesforce navigates these challenges as it continues to expand in a competitive market. Meanwhile, across the Atlantic, the situation in France adds another layer of complexity to global markets. The French government, led by Prime Minister Michel Barnier, faces a no-confidence vote that could trigger a political crisis. France's political turmoil has already impacted its financial markets, with the CAC 40 index dropping nearly 10% since President Macron called for snap elections. A government collapse could hinder efforts to address the country's significant budget deficit. The economic outlook in France remains bleak, with recent PMI data indicating a downturn. As the country grapples with fiscal challenges, the impact on the Eurozone's stability could have wider implications for global investors. Back in the U.S., crude oil prices have seen a slight uptick amid geopolitical tensions and expectations surrounding OPEC+. As the group prepares for a meeting to discuss supply cuts, market watchers are closely monitoring these developments. Geopolitical factors, including the fragile ceasefire between Israel and Hezbollah, alongside ongoing conflicts in Syria and Ukraine, are contributing to the volatility in oil prices. Investors remain cautious as they await OPEC's decisions. As we wrap up today's market update, remember that these developments are all interlinked and can shift market sentiments rapidly. With Powell's speech just hours away and significant corporate earnings reports on the horizon, the coming days will be pivotal for investors. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay updated with the latest market insights.